Christmas. And here are two people on my naughty list, Neil and Chris. Ho, ho, ho.
Hello and welcome to Urbane Legends, the 12 Legends of Christmas, and it is day 5 in the Big Brother bunker. Neil is starting to get very annoyed with Chris. We're still snowed in, guys.
Still snowed in. No sign, absolutely no sign of,
No.
What are they calling it? It's not Beast from the East or the
Beast from the East, yeah.
Terror from Yera?
Terror from Yera. Where's
I don't know
Yera?
what that means.
I don't know. Nothing makes sense anymore, Neil, to be honest.
I don't know.
Just to give an update, Neil and I's game of Risk is still ongoing. Neil's looking like he's going to win, to be honest, but he's more strategically minded than myself. So, not surprised. Never know. Could turn it round. There's going to be a big
game of Risk. It's not over till it's over, Chris.
Never over till it's over. There's going to be big battles around North Africa, I would imagine, and also around Siberia, because it's very difficult to.
I'm hoping for a bloodless coup, but we'll see how we go. If I need to force the issue.
Oh, it'll be bloody.
And pile the bodies high.
It will be.
Shall be.
I am comfortable with sending wave after wave of troops.
Excellent.
To try and hold my position.
Very much a First World War general mentality there. That's good to see.
Very much Russian mentality or Captain Zach Brannigan from Futurama.
Nice.
Because that is what Putin is.
All of the above.
So we're still doing all right for food. Still got plenty of
prison wine, plenty of Pruno. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably, we really shouldn't have drunk that 5 days running, but what are you going to do?
There's not much else to drink now, is there? And also, it does.
Well, there's massive supplies of clean, fresh water, which we haven't touched.
Well, no, of course not. But
we've got 500 litres left of that. But...
Yeah, I know, but it's boring, isn't it?
Yeah, it's boring.
Water, bleh.
Get you drunk, does it?
No, it doesn't taste so. Unless you drink loads, unless you drink enough of it to thin your blood sufficiently that it makes you hallucinate. But that could also kill you. So, I mean, to be fair,
yeah,
the prison wine can also kill us, but
will.
We've kind of taken to sleeping 15 hours a day at the moment. I say sleeping.
It takes the edge off, doesn't it?
Well, exactly. Just try and get through it, and then we do several hours research on this, play some Risk. We do private things in opposite corners at an agreed time.
Yep.
To keep the wolf from the door, as it were. You know, we've all got needs. Hopefully next couple of days we'll get out of here. But at the moment, it's not looking great. But I'm trying to keep a positive outlook, really. So, Neil, what have you looked up today for us to look at? For this?
Did another one of these, are we? Great.
Yep.
Right.
Come on, mate. It eats the clock.
Yeah. Towards our inevitable demise.
Sweet death.
We still have the internet, so we can still...
We do still have the internet. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, I looked up if Cameo is still going, because we talked about them last episode, or episode before, whatever. So the days merging into one.
Blur into one.
And they started a few years back, they reformed all the original members and started touring again. And they tend to do the UK every other summer. So I think last summer they did like a funk festival at Rochdale Castle. So I'm definitely going to see them next time they're over, because they do generally do a few shows in England like every other summer.
Sounds
during
good.
Festival season. Yes, so I'm going to definitely. So that's something to look forward to if we're out of here by then.
Yeah, Cameo sounds good.
Cool. Something to look forward to, isn't it?
Isn't it? Some Pruno along.
Yeah, I might have had enough by then. For it. You're getting more into it.
I'm getting quite hard into it, to be honest with you.
Do you think you're going to struggle with the outside world?
Yeah.
Do you think you've become bunker institutionalised?
I think I might be getting that way.
I'll be leaving the bunker and you'll just shut the door behind me and go back in.
Yeah.
praise
This
the
is my
snow.
life now.
I can't make it on the outside. You've also taken to giving yourself prison tattoos, I've noticed.
Yeah,
Russian mobster style prison tattoos.
Well, I've invented my own gang, haven't I?
You have,
You
yeah.
got to have the right ink to get in. So
Yeah, it's called the No Chris Gang, isn't it?
yeah, I'm just initiating myself into my gang.
Yeah, and then you're going to try and stab
I'm
me up or
whittling a
something.
shank out of a toothbrush as well, just in case.
When you could just use the axe that you've got in the corner, but
Yeah, I could do. It's lazy, isn't it?
it's boring.
That's what I'm whittling with, that really, really sharp axe. If anything, I'm blunting the sharp axe. I should be using today.
And I've ruined my toothbrush.
Yeah, I'm ruining my teeth. I just hell up my teeth in the morning.
Now I've got furry teeth and a shit axe.
Yeah, mind does strange things to us in confinement.
Tell me fucking about it.
Talk the witch.
Yes, strange things.
Here's the strange tale of Pere Foutard.
Oh, sounds français.
Oh, yeah, oui. Bien sûr, monsieur. Yeah, no, this is a French for father whipper.
The whipper.
The father whipper.
Father whipper.
Yeah.
Oh,
or old man whipper.
Wonder how much he charges an hour.
Oh, I don't know. That'd be good. Would be like that, traditional Turkish massage, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no.
I think we talked about this on one of our...
No, that's Swedish massage.
Is that Swedish? But they do branches.
Yeah, that's Swedish sauna. That's when
okay.
Yeah, you get hit with branch.
With birch branches or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. No, the Turkish one is they...
Yeah, we just call it S&M Sweden, because we're honest. Yeah, we like spanking as well, but we don't try and cover it up.
Well,
no, it's wholesome. Then I like to dive into a freezing cold lake.
Would you do that?
I'd do it once. I'd probably die of a heart attack immediately after. I'm not brilliant with my cardiac health, so yeah, you've got to limit that kind of. Give it a go. Oh god, cold water though. Yeah, you'd be wanting to get straight out of that lake. I imagine it would perk you up because that's the idea, isn't it? You get in a really really hot sauna.
Yeah, and then it cools you.
A cold lake, and then presumably
it's like jumping into a
fucking sauna.
It's like if you're on holiday somewhere really hot and you jump into the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've sort of already done it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Been in the sea in Spain and that, so.
Yeah, you paid for S&M beatings quite regularly. Yeah. So you pretty much you've all the ingredients are there.
I mean that's more of a cheese grater on my balls, but other than heat cold. Similar principle, I suppose.
It's more of a stiletto up the gooch, but
a bit of lemon juice into the cavities. I like to think of it just as a very rigorous exfoliation routine.
Yeah, I mean, you are glowing often when you come out.
The high standard of cleanliness,
sort of you've got a beautiful sort of purple glow normally afterwards.
Like a pair of light bulbs.
like a beautiful plum. Right, come on then, Mr. Whipface. Father Whips.
Talking of which, yeah. Father Whipper, or the old man whipper. So, guess what he is, Chris? He's a character that accompanies St. Nicholas on his round.
Oh, not another one of his moody mates. Fuck's sake. We have one day off of doing him.
Do we think he's going to be a nice lad? Oh, he's hanging around after all with St. Nicholas.
With Sinterklaas.
Yeah.
Well, judging by the other spectrum breeds, the cannibals, murderers, child kidnappers, and just ABH warriors that he hangs around with, I'm not thinking he's probably very nice.
No, and he's called Father Whipper.
He's called Father Whipper. I mean, unless he's trying to whip the presents into action.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's all the...
Or unless he comes around and whips cream, perhaps.
That could be, couldn't it?
That could be quite hard work, whipping cream manually.
Yeah.
Maybe he makes meringues, whipping egg whites.
Doesn't want to over-whip them, though. Get too hard and nasty. Just the right stage.
That's if you've been naughty.
Yeah, well, that's true. You can have a really hard meringue then. Take it and leave it.
I think that we're being very optimistic about what he does.
Yeah. So what he does, he's dispensing lumps of coal and or beatings to naughty children, while St. Nicholas gives gifts to the well-behaved. I mean, who's judging this?
He's the enforcer.
Yeah. Yet another enforcer.
Yet another one of Santa's 17 enforcers.
I mean, what I'm thinking here, Chris, because he's like, well, one good guy, one good cop, about 20 bad cops.
Yes,
by the time we get to the end of this.
Yeah.
There's a lot more naughty children than nice ones. And I want to know who's setting the standards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to know I'd like to see the scorings. I mean, like, we're very open with our scoring system. Yeah. I noticed that Santa Claus has kept his very much hush-hush.
Make the algorithm open source, St. Nicholas. We want to see who's deciding what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah. We're just asking questions.
Yeah. You want to go around giving beans to naughty children, and don't get me wrong. You
want to keep hiring these thugs, all your mates from back when you were growing up in South Boston, right? You want to keep hiring them to go around beating up kids. Like, we want to know what is it it feels quite arbitrary to me.
Just want to do a bit of due diligence. I'm sure it's all above board, but I mean, that's the thing as well, because do you suppose whether you get a lump of coal or a right hook?
Yeah.
It's down to how. Do you think it's a scale of naughtiness, or is it just like pure luck, do you reckon?
It depends if he's A, run out of coal, or B, his arm's tired.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got really bad lactic build-up in his arms, so he needs to have a rest.
Had a bit of a rest. He's getting the right-hander, but otherwise, it's just a lump of coal. Or, it could be honest. Yeah, we don't know. Again, he's just... There's no transparency to this sham fucking court that St. Nicholas has got going on.
This motorcycle, the Santa Boy's MC. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more...
It's like the travelling Wilburys of fucking child torture.
There's a lot. I mean,
it's like if Batman went around with like the Joker and the Riddler and all of that and stuff. Yeah. And it's like, well, actually, you've not been great, so I'm going to just let this clown torture you.
That'd be Krampus.
Yeah, you're all right. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's yeah. He seems so. Yeah, I don't. Like you said previously, you kind of judge people by their friends, and I don't know. It feels like it's. I mean, it's quite a kind of. It's like he surrounds himself with the worst people to make himself look better. Do you know what I mean?
Which makes cynic, but it makes me very suspicious.
Which makes me wonder what he's actually doing, that he has to surround himself with such violent criminals to make himself look better in comparison.
I don't want to evoke the word Jimmy Savile, but it's suspicious. He's going to get to the big one. It's the fucking Met Police if he takes St. Nick out in fucking handcuffs. Fucking Noel Edmonds surely would have known, allegedly, and not any of that.
So let's hear more about Mr. Whip.
Right.
Mr. Whippy.
The most popular story of the origin of Pere Foutard was first told around the year 1252. So it's got some legs, this one. Yeah. An innkeeper, or butcher in other versions.
What?
This is the classic origin myth again. So again, it's the innkeeper or butcher who captured the three boys. Oh, it says here that they appear to be wealthy and on their way to enrol in a religious boarding school. So that's a new. It's the same old psychopath chops up three kids story. Yeah.
Where's the origin of all? What the fuck's going on?
I mean, it's spread around. There's just a lot of serial killers out in Alsace, apparently. No wonder they had such a reputation for being rural when I lived there. Right, capture three boys, but we've not heard this one before. They appear to be wealthy and on their way to enrol in the religious boarding school. So along with his wife, he kills the children in order to rob them. Okay, so a financial
battle. Rather than...
Well, that's just sound fiscal policy.
That's understand. Well, that I can understand.
Yeah,
pickling
meat
them
for the winter, and save
crops for the summer.
One gruesome version tells that they drug the children, slit their throats, cut them into pieces, and stewed them in a barrel. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
Sorry that we're so fucking jaded about chopping up kids in a barrel, but this is the origin story of all of St. Nick's mates.
The thing is, what I've found is that by looking at Christmas legends, I've become incredibly desensitised to the horrors of life.
Didn't expect that to be happening in this podcast, I'll be honest with you. No. We decided to do a deep dive into Christmas myth. I didn't think I'd become desensitised to child.
To be honest, I'm thinking of becoming a mercenary after Christmas if we get out of it.
We're all dead inside. So, St. Nicholas discovers the crime, resurrects the children, yada yada. After this, Pere Foutard repents and becomes his partner. So this is a different serial killer then that's done the same origin story. Because this is the same as Hans Ruprecht or whatever his name was?
Yeah, Hans Ruprecht, yeah.
I think he had exactly the same origin story. That's very strange. So I wonder whether this is just a French localization of the of your other lad.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It doesn't say that, but anyway. So he repents and becomes his partner. What you say, repents. St. Nicholas is like, look, have a word about this.
You got two options.
You're taking this a bit too far. So don't worry. I can put them back together into a zombie monstrosity and send them back on their way to the religious school. Don't worry about that. We all make mistakes. Yeah, you've agreed. Now, maybe to whipping and or giving them coal. How about that?
I need someone who doesn't mind rolling their sleeves up, who knows how to get things done. If you catch my meaning,
St. Nicholas anger management course.
I can't do
just carrying around a whip.
I can't do it myself. It's bad for business. Well, I've been looking for someone with your, let's say, philosophical view on beating kids.
Did you reckon the whole thing was just a scam? And just St. Nicholas was just making kids, just like a travelling thing where he'd just be making kids behave? Well, I do hope we've been good this year.
Oh dear. I hear someone's been a little bit naughty.
Well, they'll soon turn their ways up next year. The harvest will be in straight on time.
Do you reckon the parents were paying him protection money so that the kids would get harvesting and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. I reckon.
So that they couldn't. So they didn't have to do anything. They didn't have to do anything themselves. Get their own hands dirty. So the social wouldn't come and take him away. Well, but just like this guy come around once again. Oh dear! Someone's been a naughty boy.
Well, he made money out of it, and then got them to work a bit harder.
Yeah, classic protection racket. Yeah, it was.
Every day we do this sounds more like it. So another story states that during the siege of Metz, during the siege of Metz, which is a city in eastern France, in 1552, an effigy of King Charles V was burned and dragged through the city. Meanwhile, an association of tanners created a grotesque character, which is also a tanner, armed with a whip and bound in chains. He punished children. After Metz was liberated...
What's the tanner's problem?
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of self-loathing amongst tanners. Well, they probably all smell of piss, didn't they?
They all smell of piss because you had to use it, so they couldn't have kids because no women would go near them. So the kids just reminded them of how little
just 16th century incels.
Yeah, exactly.
Making effigies of themselves.
People
self-loathing.
Yeah,
if they had an 8chan or a 4chan back in the day, they would have been rushing onto that.
They probably had like a notice board, which only they used.
Yeah. Well, no one else
a physical notice board. Yeah. That's where the idea came from.
Just didn't go near it. Yeah.
Just in the middle of the tanning district because no one would come in there because it reeks.
It fucking stinks. And you got to pick up some leather or something, get it straight back out again.
And that's where internet notice boards originated. that's a through line.
There you go.
Whereas they I imagine that most people on the Chan stink of piss as well, to be honest. Yeah. Come at me. Come at me. And I'm a self-appointed soy boy cuck, so
yeah.
No worries
about that. Yeah, so the child effigy of Charles V and the character created by the tanners somehow assimilated into what's known as Pere Foutard. That's both incredibly stupid and extremely cool. It makes absolutely fuck all sense.
Yeah.
The setup and the execution makes no sense, but I love it.
You've got to remember that in those days, nothing was going on ever. So if two things went on, then you just...
Combine to make one. Yeah.
Combine to make one, because you probably couldn't keep two things in your head.
Could you?
out of the ordinary.
That is, I mean, it's probably better than some comic book origin stories, to be fair, but... Events surrounding the city's liberation of the burning effigy coincided with the passage of St. Nicholas. Hence, Pere Foutard became his bad cop counterpart.
Right. So it happened so the Siege of Metz was around Christmas.
Yeah, it's around was it 6th or 7th of December or something where they have it would be, it just is with the passage of St. Nicholas. I don't know if he was, when was St. Nicholas knocking about? Well, no, because he came through in the 13th century. He says, well, who knows? I suppose it's something like all of these semi-mythical people, semi-immortal. But here's one. He actually got to the States as well. So in the 1930s, Pere Foutard appeared in the United States under the translated name Father Flog or Spanky.
Howdy ho!
Huh? Somebody's getting too cold.
It's Spanky, guys. I'm surprised that hasn't caught on more.
I mean, as if the 30s weren't miserable enough.
Depression era.
Fucking Dust Bowl and all that. I tell you what, let's kill the kids up with this little French Christmas fella.
Spanky or Father Flog.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good way to explain to your kids why they're not going to have any presents.
Yeah. Guess what, kids? Life's shit. Get used to it.
Yeah.
Swallow down that lump.
Here's your Christmas present. Smacks.
Yeah. Daddy wanted to keep his farm as well, but that didn't work out either, did it? Sometimes we don't.
We wanted rain. That didn't happen. I didn't want to live inside this train car.
This Hoverville. So, almost identical to the French personification, Father Flog had nothing to do with Christmas and also had a female accomplice called Mother Flog.
Mother Flog? Nice. I wonder if people dress up as sexy Mother Flog for Christmas.
Well, that'd be a good Halloween costume.
Hooters or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
We've got to try and find this out. The two doled out specific punishments for specific childhood crimes.
Okay, good. Now get it legislated.
E.g., cutting out the tongue for lying.
What? Cutting out the tongue for lying? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, can't lie if you ain't got a tongue.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Well, unless you're using like American Sign Language to lie, but then you get your hands chopped off,
exactly.
presumably. Yeah, I know. At least we don't have Sharia law.
Lying your hands, yeah. Thank God. So in his appearance, the most common depiction of Pere Foutard is a man of a sinister face, dressed in dark robes with scraggly unkempt hair and a long beard. So Alan Moore then, basically.
Yeah, basically Alan Moore.
He's armed with a whip, a large stick, and bowls the switches again, Alan Moore.
Alan Moore, yeah.
Some incarnations of the character have him wearing a wicker backpack in which children can be placed and carried away.
Again, Alan Moore.
He carries a large bundle of sticks on his back.
Alan Moore again, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of... So I'm just going to have a quick look and see if I can find Father and Mother Flog.
Or Spanky. Yeah. I'll have a look for Spanky.
That's quite distressing.
No, I can't really see much. There's a lot of stuff called Hanky Spanky, which is a Christmas e-book. That seems to be the main bit of it. Sounds good though, Neil, doesn't it? And
Well, the Flog, you do get some stuff. So there's actually a little sort of cartoon here. So let's go this one. So it looks a bit like it's like a you see those Punch cartoons from like sort of 19th century. Everyone's wearing bonnets and stuff. So Father Flog goes to punish the squalling children. So he's got like a birch branch, and he's got like kind of like, they're not plus fours, but I don't know what you call them. Those kind of, they used to wear trousers and then have like a stockings that went up to the knees, kind of thing.
Yeah.
He does not go into the houses where the good children are. Father Flog corrects the obstinate little boys and girls. If the lazy children will not learn their lessons, he punishes them. I'll tell you what, me and Father Flog would have been on terms. Madam Flog hides herself in the saucepan to catch the greedy ones. Again.
What? Hides herself in a saucepan? She's tiny.
Yeah. Well, no, it's got like a big cauldron by the fire, so presumably she's not bothered about heat.
Oh, okay.
So, if the kid's going in to go nick a bit of stew or something, she'll just jump out and give them a round.
Okay, so this is the kids going into their place.
Well, presumably the kids going to go and have a bit of dinner before dinner or whatever. I don't know, they're just cooking some big old cauldron full of meat, apparently, or whatever it might be.
Yeah. Old shit. Well, if it was the Depression era, it'd be like old leather shoes and stuff, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, it would be, yeah. Whatever roadkill they can find knocking about. And here's one, there's like a woman calling him in. So Mama calls Father Flog to correct a little storyteller.
Mm.
So I just didn't like fiction, I guess.
No. Well, I mean...
There's a young George R.R. Martin.
Speaking of fiction, Neil, I've got a little thing here about Hanky Spanky.
Oh, go on then. Let's have a
look. The audio book.
The rest of this is just basically, kids being tormented by, dunces caps, cutting out tongues.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Oh, and then at the end, Madam Flog sets free a little boy who's penitent. So,
Okay.
And gives sweets to those who obey their parents. So that's...
So not a great upside to the downsides.
No.
So, Neil, I couldn't find anything about Spanky, which was the other name for Christmas. Yeah. But by typing in Spanky and Christmas, I found an ebook called Hanky Spanky Christmas with the tagline, Best Christmas Ever. And the publisher description is, and we should probably download this for some of our private times. Twas the night.
Written by a furry by any chance?
It's written by Amy Andrews. And it says, "'Twas the night before Christmas. With a sudden hankering to be spanked, Darcy Henderson figures Mitch Callahan as a man for the job. But is she woman enough to take it?" Contains mature themes. Download and start listening now. Be the first to write a review about this audiobook.
I'm not going to kink shame if it's what you're into.
No, mate. Oh, no, absolutely. But it's just quite a funny Christmas theme.
No, that is a good sort of. I assume that's targeted at adults.
I mean, I'm assuming it came out with a plethora of other things after whatever that book was called, with Mr. Grey in it. The S&M book that everyone read.
Oh, yes, Some Shades of Grey or whatever.
Oh, yeah, 50 Shades of Grey, yeah.
That's it, yeah.
So I assume it probably came out after that.
Yeah, it may well have done. Mind you, these kind of things have been...
been around for ages.
The Story of O is quite a famous literary one, actually.
Yes, and erotic film.
Yeah. Oh, I've not seen the film. Yeah, my English teacher actually was like, you should read this. It was unbelievable. And I think it was written by Pauline Reage in the 50s, wasn't it? But...
hey, man, it's been going on since time immemorial. And if you enjoy it, then get on with it, as long as everyone's happy and no one gets, fatally hurt, I guess. Cool. All right. Well, I think that'll probably do for today.
Yeah, it's just another one of Santa's little bit, the side of
Santa's
S&M on this one.
Yeah, with a little bit of S&M. So
there's a cheeky little American version now. I like Father Flog. It's a good bit of alliteration.
Yep, Spanky.
Well done on US Chums for coming up with that.
Yeah. So, what do you reckon? Back to Risk and a bit of toilet wine?
I'll see what else we're going to do.
Yeah, and maybe we'll download Hanky Spanky Christmas a bit later on for a little treat for ourselves.
Maybe
cover ourselves in a sheet on either ends of the
knock it till you try it, Chris. That's what I say.
Absolutely. All right, we will be back with another one of our episodes or whatever they are tomorrow.
What the hell is this tomorrow?
I hope you're all doing well. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Ho, ho, ho. See you tomorrow. Remember, don't drink and drive. Ho, 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 ho.